And welcome back on this Tuesday morning, another weather impact alert day.
Yeah, fog out there this morning, and it is rapidly kind of moving through the area. I came in early through St. Pete area, was pretty clear. Not the case anymore.
It's rolling in.
Yeah, I'm not the little girl who cried wolf over here. I'm telling you, it's out there and it moves in really quick. So even if you don't see it right away, that could actually change within the next 15, 20 minutes. And I'm talking you down over towards portions of Plant City, Port Richey. Armature Works already starting to see a little more of that haze to the sky camera there. St. Pete as well. Now the other direction already socked in. I'll show you that in a second. But now we're starting to see more of this fog creep in towards the pier. So that's really interesting. Now when you flip that camera in the other direction, westward, right? That was facing east. Once you face west and you see the city, you can't see the city lights at all because of how much fog is there in the low clouds. So 62 and 62 for that current air temperature and dew point. And that is really the main reason why we're going to continue to see this fog develops, grows, expands, and spreads, unfortunately, 100% for that humidity. So it's feeling humid and warm, mild and muggy outside, down to about a quarter-mile visibility for Crystal River and Brooksville, seeing about 1 mile of visibility there for Zephyr Hills. So not a great situation to be driving through. So please be careful. Give yourself plenty of time for travel. We continue to see Clearwater, Tampa, all down to a quarter mile there. But there's some 10s, right? So we got to talk about them. We're seeing the 10 over towards Bartos and portions of Sarasota County, Manatee County. So it just depends on where you're at. That fog is not everywhere, and it's not as bad as we saw yesterday, but still going to cause somewhat of a headache for that commute today potentially. But we want to get you around it. We'll get you around it on the roads, but I also want to talk about this right here. Mild 59 for Crystal River, 62 for Tampa, 65 for Bartow, and 67 for Frostproof. So we're seeing temperatures actually over land, right? That air temperature is a lot warmer than the water temperature. And so when you get that setup, that is why we have this fog returning almost each and every morning, along with these dew points being in the 60s. So we were much drier and cooler last week. Now we're starting to feel more mild and muggy, and it's because those dew points are coming up as well. So we want to talk to you about that weather impact alert. So we have a weather impact alert now up until 11 o'clock. That fog finally will lift after 11, but up until then, areas of dense fog are possible on the roadways, and that's going to reduce that visibility. So make sure to give yourself plenty of travel time and also use the low beams. Let's talk about when this fog finally lifts. So right around, I would say 11:45, 12 o'clock, that's when we start to see that fog finally move out of here and move towards the coast. Meanwhile, right at about, I would say 8:30, 9 o'clock, that's when we start to see the fog moving back in, and then it continues to grow and expand. It'll encompass our whole area overnight, but then it'll finally lift again for your Wednesday at 10 o'clock. And it's because of how muggy we're feeling, guys. So please just make sure today you are using the low beams. We'll see sun and clouds by this afternoon, warm temperatures after the morning fog. I can promise you that things will get better, but that fog will return tonight and also heading into early on your Wednesday. But 80s, Sarah, so we'll take it.
I like it.